get prepared for that?
Wow.
Besides YouTube.
The one thing you want to keep them off is YouTube. I mean, the only thing YouTube is good for as far as you trying to get them into like competing and stuff is looking at competitions and stuff like that. But I mean, I go to schools all the time because I like motivating students and talking to them about other things that they can be doing, because what happens is students think that, okay, I'm going to go to school, all I'm going to do is be a hairstylist. Some people don't know all the opportunities that's out there in this industry for them besides doing hair behind a chair. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say, you know, just keep motivating them, let them be themselves, teach them, you know, step by step, because the one thing about it is they're in school to learn their basics.
Right.
Without basics, you can't do advanced.
Exactly.
So you don't want to move them too fast. You want them to get their basic skills down packed, let them develop their own creative juice, let the juices flow, and they'll just start doing things, because if they're creative, it'll just stop coming out anyway.
Right.
You know what I mean? But you have to insist that they learn. See, what's wrong with students nowadays, they want to do weaves. Well, you need to learn how to do relaxer, color, and why. The whys, the what's, the hows. And that's the problem. Everybody just want to, I want to learn how to, oh, I went to school, I ain't learned that, they ain't teach you how to do a weave. You're supposed to learn how to do a weave in school.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you guys as educators in these schools need to tell these students what they're there for is to learn how to do basic stuff, to get that knowledge, the chemistry, you know, the whys, the whats, the hows of how everything works. Then they move to the next level. That's what you have to do, but just always tell them what's out here for them and the opportunities and what they can be, from colorists to, you know, that whole career ladder.
Right. I just think that, I know once you finish school, a lot of students, and I've been a student myself, scared to go out there into the competitions. And so if we can give them that comfort before they step out, or at least that start to know where to begin, I think that we can have a lot of more success in these competitions, and them not being afraid to step outside the box.
Definitely, competitions and competitiveness, that's my thing. Like, that's what I do. And I go around the country and I go in schools and I get students to compete, because when they start at that level, it's good for them. Because it shows them whether they are a person to compete. The one thing you must understand is everybody's not meant to be a competitor.
Right.
So you have to, maybe you should bring me back out here again so I can come to school and talk to students.
Yes.
But because the thing that I like to explain, like I do a competitive fundamental class. And this class is, what it does is show who you are as a stylist, and should you even be a competitor, because everyone's not meant to be a competitor, because people are sore losers. You can't be a sore loser and compete. You can't be mad and compete. You have to understand what the purpose is to compete. So if you're going to tell them, then you should tell them that reasons to compete is, 1, marketing, branding. That's the #1 reason why you compete. You don't compete for money. That's not your first reason. You don't compete to win. That's not your first reason. That's the icing on the cake. When I started competing, I didn't compete to win. I competed to get my name out there. I know if I stepped on stage, whether I won or lost, anybody was going to remember who I was.
Right.
And that's why I did it. I just happened to be winning.
Can I say something? When you're talking about competition, I just want to acknowledge a young lady that's in the audience that was the first black woman to win a bronze medal in the Olympics, and that's Cookie, our own Cookie Bomb. Only ever.
Lathan talks about you all the time.
He talks about you all the time.
Yeah.